Good afternoon, everyone. Please rise in body or spirit for our processional hymn, number 1015, I Know I Can.
The words for this and all of your hymns will be in your order of service. If you don't have a paper copy, you can scan the QR code that you got, or you can go to UFPC.com for lyrics. It'll be easier to read that way because there are some lyrics changes. But you can just follow me as we will. Days be dark with storms and burdens weigh my heart, when troubles wait at every turn, I know I can go on. Our my soul, and burdens make me strong. When troubles wait at every turn, I know I can go on. My sibling in my heart, my neighbor in my song, when troubles wait at every turn, I know I can go on. And though the journey is long, the destination is near. When troubles wait at every turn, I know I can go on. So friends, take my hand, and family, sing my song. When hope awaits at every turn, I know I can go on.
Good afternoon. Welcome to United First Parish Church. I'm the Reverend Rebecca Froome, lead minister here at UFPC, and I use the pronouns she and her.
And I am Ann Parsley, the current Ministerial Intern here at UFPC, and I use the pronouns she and her. As we gather today, we acknowledge that we are on the traditional lands of the Neponset Band of the Massachusetts tribe, a people who have lived here for generations and who live here now.
So welcome to the members and friends of United First Parish Church here in Quincy, and the members and friends of First Parish Bridgewater Unitarian Universalist Church. Welcome colleagues, welcome Shiloh's family, and welcome to our interfaith community, including those from the Braj Mandir Temple community in Holbrook. We are thrilled to have all of you with us here on this special occasion, whether in person or joining us over Zoom. It is United First Parish Church's joy and honor to join with First Parish Bridgewater for this service of ordination for Shiloh Hoffman. In our two religious communities, Shiloh has grown into their Unitarian Universalist faith and their commitment to the work of ministry. Our love for Shiloh and faith in the work that they do has called us here into this sanctuary. Our coming together is a wondrous event. In the words that we will share and hear this afternoon, we will learn more about Shiloh and their call to ministry than any of us know alone. In singing the songs that Shiloh loves, in listening to the stories and the words of poetry that inspire Shiloh, in sharing moments of reverent silence and perhaps irreverent humor, we open ourselves to the presence of the sacred as we open our hearts to one another. We lift up some of those beloveds who are not able to be with us here in person. We especially lift up the virtual presence of Shiloh's mentor, Reverend Ardella Gibson, whose words we will hear later in the service. And the Reverend Beth Johnson was planning to deliver the charge to the minister over Zoom, but is not able to be here. We send her our love. And we are grateful that the Reverend Rob Kinslow, minister at First Parish Taunton, will be delivering the charge to the minister.
The program for today's ceremony can be found online at ufpc.org. The greeters and ushers also have a QR code that will connect you to the online program. We strive to be a welcoming community to people of all ages and abilities. In the back of the sanctuary, near our ushers, you will find hearing assistance headsets, large print hymnals, limited copies of large print programs, although we hope most people will access the program online at ufpc.org. In the back of the sanctuary, we have children's books, busy bags, and drawing materials that families are welcome to bring to their seats. Families are also welcome to head to the children's space in the parish hall, where there are additional children's activities. Note that the worship service can still be heard in the parish hall through a speaker. The restrooms are located on our lower level, which you can reach by stairs or by the elevator in that corner of the front. We hope that you will join us for a reception in the parish hall following the service. You can reach the parish hall through the doors in front of the sanctuary. And please note, Shiloh will not be doing a formal receiving line after the service, and instead looks forward to greeting you during the reception.
Many, many people have worked together to plan and support today's service of ordination. So we extend gratitude to the staff and volunteers of both congregations who have helped make today's service happen. We thank the Ordination Planning Committee, our greeters, our ushers, our live stream team, our UFPC Flower Committee, our musicians and choirs from 2 congregations, oh yeah, and everyone who helped set up chairs or brought food, and so much more. Truly, today's service and celebration is an expression of our gratitude for Shiloh and their ministry. May our time together be blessed, and may the circles of community gathered here be a blessing to the world.
Good afternoon. I am Reverend Evan Carville-Zemer. You can use any pronouns for me. I serve as the developmental lead of the New England region of your Unitarian Universalist Association. And I bring greetings and celebration from your sibling congregations around New England, from the far north of the woods of Maine to the Connecticut shores of the Long Island Sound, from Lake Champlain to the tip of Cape Cod. We are grateful to both congregations for your support of Shiloh Hoffman's ministerial formation. This ministry of supporting those becoming clergy is vital to the future of our faith. We Unitarian Universalists, through the governance of our association, fellowship ministers, but it is the sole privilege of a congregation or multiple congregations to ordain, to set apart for ministry. This sacred right is yours to hold, and the wider faiths to witness with gratitude and celebration.
Good afternoon. My name is Kimberly Murphy, and I am the pastor of the Quincy Point Congregational Church, which is just down the road a piece. And it is my great honor and delight to bring you greetings and blessings from Quincy Point Congregational Church, as well as from other churches in the Southern New England Conference of the United Church of Christ. It is this conference in which Shiloh is serving as a chaplain. I also want to bring greetings and blessings from the members, especially the steering committee of the Quincy Interfaith Network. The Quincy Interfaith Network steering committee members and I have always been in awe of Shiloh's capacity of capability, their patience, their integrity, and their deep and abiding compassion. I was fortunate to work with Shiloh and the pastor Tiffany Adams on a few good trouble projects, including the Quincy We Want to See program. It is through this work on this program we went from ministerial colleagues to good friends, for which I am so very grateful. Sometimes we are lucky to meet people who have that extra something special about them. And for me, and I'm sure for all of you here today, Shiloh is the embodiment of that extra something special. They are one of the few people that I have met over my years in ministry who I believe is uniquely suited for ordained ministry. So today feels like being a part of something that was always meant to be. Again, my congratulations and so many blessings.
Hi, my name is Nan Moore. My pronouns are she and her. I'm just really honored to be here today. I am the lay community minister here, affiliated with this congregation. The reading today is called Born Again by Lynn Unger. Let's be clear about this. It isn't the same as being sick and getting better. It isn't changing your mind at the last minute or pushing away from the brink. The only way to be born again is to die. The phoenix doesn't just go up in the blaze of glory. It feels the fire lick up and sizzle every feather until each quill becomes a column of flame carried straight to the core. Whatever the legend of rebirth, there's always time in the fire, under the ground, hanging on the cross or the tree. Don't skip over that part of the story. If you would be reborn, you have to die. But what then? After the dying, how are we to rise again into new life? The earth, the hero, the God, you and I. How does any of us find our way back to the valley of the shadow? The same way we die, we walk into the light.
Good afternoon. My name is Karen Sargent. I'm a chaplain with a hospice in Rhode Island, and I'm one of Shy's longtime friends, all the way back to college. And I would like to invite Jonathan Hoffman, Caitlin Hoffman, and Jack Hoffman up to the front to light our chalice. And our words of chalice lighting come to us from priest and poet Jan Richardson. How the light comes. I cannot tell you how the light comes. What I know is that it is more ancient than imagining, that it travels across an astounding expanse to reach us, that it loves searching out what is hidden, what is lost, what is forgotten, or in peril or in pain. That it has a fondness for the body, for finding its way towards flesh, or tracing the edges of form, or shining forth through the eye, the hand, the heart. I cannot tell you how the light comes, but that it does, and that it will. That it works its way into the deepest dark that enfolds you, though it may seem long ages in coming, or arrive in a shape that you did not foresee. And so, may we this day turn ourselves toward it. May we lift our faces and let it find us. May we bend our bodies to follow the arc it makes. May we open and open more and open still to the blessed light that comes.
Our opening hymn this morning is number 1001 in your teal hymnal. It's called Breaths. We will be doing the chorus through once, and then the first verse, and then the chorus again, but you can follow me as always. And joining us up front here are choirs from both congregations.
I am the Reverend Derek Jackson. I serve as the UUA Ministerial Credentialing Director and am a member here at UFPC. My friends, this is a powerful time for an ordination. Our ancestors are always with us, and yet at this time of the year, we feel their presence more keenly. What a gift it is to be witnessed by the ancestors. I am going to invite you into a ritual of calling in our ancestors. These are our ancestors that may be of blood or a family, or our ancestors of inspiration, those in whose footsteps we follow. And we will invite them to join in this ordination celebration. I will begin by inviting forth some of Shiloh's ancestors. I will then say, beloved ancestors, and invite you to join me in saying, we welcome you. Can we try that right now? Beloved ancestors, we welcome you. When I am finished, I will then invite you to name the ancestors you would like to invoke into the space. And after a few we have been named, we will repeat the refrain, beloved ancestors, we welcome you. When our calling in is complete, I will end us with a short prayer. So we invite into this space Dr. Kenneth Michael Hoffman, Shiloh's father, who passed on February 7th, 2025, in the presence of his beloved family. Grandmother Margaret, grandparents Mary and Jerry Sullivan, great-grandmothers Helen and Anne, grandparents-in-law Shirley and Joseph Fleck, grandparents-in-law Louise and John Malo, Lisa Auntie G. Fleck, and Auntie Cookie Marshall, Miss Major Griffin Gracie, Martha P. Johnson, Christine Jorgensen, Sylvia Rivera, all the beloved transcestors across time and space who courageously set a place for all gender-expansive people today. Beloved ancestors, we welcome you. Now all are invited to lift up the names of ancestors you wish to call into this space. Beloved ancestors, we welcome you. Please join me in the spirit of prayer. Dear ancestors, we welcome you into this space on this sacred occasion. We ask your blessings on this ceremony as Shiloh moves from lay to ordained. Be with them in this moment as their call is sanctified. Bear witness to the call of this community and accompany Shiloh as they continue to manifest the power of love that holds, strengthens, and challenges us. May your presence remind all of us of our interconnectedness and the potential to live out our own callings. In gratitude for all that you have given us, for all the roads that you have paved for us to be here today, we pray. Amen. Blessed be Ashe.
I wanna dance in joy. I wanna dance in the graveyard.
Just breathe, Shy. Good afternoon. I'm Kate Sullivan, and
I'm April Rosario. My pronouns are she, her.
oh, mine are she, her as well. And when Shy asked if we would do a little song and dance for a moment for all ages, we were honored and thrilled to do so. So when we first met, we started to think about what kind of a story we might want to do. And we were thinking, oh, we could do a story that explains to everyone how we really feel about Shy, right? Or we could do a story that really taught everybody else about the attributes and gifts that we believe Shy brings to, don't cry, no, don't cry yet, hang on, to all of us. And so we finally decided that we were going to do a story that we thought spoke to both. And here we go. This is called The Hare's Gifts. It is a wisdom tale adapted from a West African folk tale. Hello, I'm Hyena. I'm the best animal in all the grasslands. I mean, of course. Oh, I know some animals don't think that I'm the best, especially Trickster, Hare, familiar? So I'm going to prove it. I have had the best builder in the land build a big, lovely home just for me. I found a good site to build it on, big piece of land, sweet water running beside, shade from the baobab tree. No one else knows about this place except me. My house is the only one there. I want everyone to see how wonderful I am too. So I've invited all of you to come to a feast in my new home. So welcome, friends. Eat, drink, and admire my new home. Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it? I knew you'd love it. I have invited all of you to feast in my home. Surely, this is the most magnificent home you have ever seen. So many people here. Everyone except Hare, I see. Where is Hare? Hare is always irritating me. Always. I think I'm going to have to pay Hare a visit tomorrow. Yeah.
Good morning, Hyena.
Oh, good morning, Hare. Indeed, too bad you missed a really great night last night. I am very angry with you. Why didn't you come to see my fine house? Why didn't you come to feast on my fabulous food? Why did you not come? Everyone else was there but you.
Fine house?
Yeah, look.
That old thing? I could have built a house like that in half the time. As for your feast, I could throw such a party, such a great party that everybody would forget about yours.
Huh, is that so?
It is so.
All right, Hare, I challenge you. It took me a full moon to build and decorate my magnificent new home. You have half a moon. Then I will come back, and I will expect a great feast. Your feast and your house better be better than mine, or my winter robe will be made of hare skin. Goodbye. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What's
I've
happening?
really done it this time.
Yes.
Why did I go and open my big mouth? How am I going to build a home in 2.5 the time? I have an idea. But I think I'll need the help of all the animals. I know what I'll do. I'll call a meeting. Hello, animals. Thank you all for coming. I need your help. I have to build a new home. Will you help me? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I promise, if you help me, I will give you 2 gifts, better than any gifts you have ever received before. Some of you seemed hesitant, though. I got like a, yes, maybe I'll help. I know, it's a lot to ask. A lot. I want you to be comfortable. I want you to feel safe. I want you to have the things that you need. So, what if you bring your families and everything else that you need? Then, will you help? Thank you. Thank you so much. So here's what we'll do. Gather your things, your families, and everything you need to be comfortable. You will build your huts right next to the construction site, and then we will go from there. While all of you are setting up your huts, I think I'm going to see if I can do something with this stick, this block of wood that I It looks like you've all finished your home. Now it's time to get started on my home. Time goes by. Wow. Look at the house we've built. It's perfect. The perfect house. Great job, everyone. And now that we've finished, here comes Hyena.
Well, well, Hare. Your mood is half up. I see your new home. It is very nice indeed. I'll give you that. In fact, it looks just like mine. What makes your home better?
Just look around, Hyena, and see. My hut is better because everybody lives near it. We are a village, and we can have fun all the time together.
Well, you may be right. I guess maybe it's sweet to live together, sharing, having fun together.
This is just my first gift, though. This village.
Huh. Well, you also promised a feast, even better than mine, remember? Where's the feast? I don't see it.
Of course I remember. Hare claps their hands because they're not holding a binder or a microphone. Bring on the food for the feast, friends. You see, Hyena, since the work was divided among so many cooks, everyone had time to prepare the one dish that they make the best and share it amongst us.
Well, I must admit, the food could not be better. However, the food at my feast was wonderful too. What makes yours better?
Well, my feast includes more than just the food.
Oh, really?
Get ready for my second gift.
Oh.
Be quiet and listen.
Oh. Would you like,
No, I don't have enough hands.
All right.
It's called music.
It's a little rough, but okay.
It's nice to listen to. You can move to it, you can dance to it, and it brings people together. These are my gifts, Hyena, the village, and music.
Well, it's catchy. Drat! That trickster Hare did it again.
The end.
Well, the end of the story, but not the end. The end.
Shai, we chose this story for you because if you haven't guessed, you are the hare. You are the one that brings so many gifts. to ministry, to community, to Unitarian Universalism, to our world as a whole. We love you, we are proud of you, and we are so glad to be here to share this moment with you.
Now we have a message for the whole village. My name is Savna Scott. I use she, her pronouns.
My name is Martha Bochner. I also use she, her pronouns.
And we are doing an adapted reading from Eileen Workman called A Love Letter to the Tender Evolutionaries.
To you, the tender ones, the ones who still believe in love even when the world calls that foolish.
The ones who feel too much, too deeply, and wonder if that's a flaw. The ones who keep soft hearts in hard-edged times.
I want you to know you are not weak for trembling in the face of cruelty. You are not naive for hoping when the sky darkens. You are not failing because you cannot fix it all.
You are part of something ancient and emergent, a slow, deep evolution of consciousness that transcends the need for violent revolution. You are part of the sacred turning.
While others clamor for dominance, you are learning to listen. While others double down on control, you are remembering the truth of our interbeing.
This path is not glamorous, although we try. It is not televised. It is not rewarded by the systems that we are here to outgrow. It is subtle, relational, often invisible, and yet it is real.
Every time you choose curiosity over judgment, compassion over vengeance, you are participating in the only revolution that has ever actually worked, the one that begins inside the human heart.
Let the old world rage. Let it rattle. Let it cling to its illusions of power. That is what dying paradigms do.
But you are part of the living future. You are helping it take shape, breath by breath, soul by soul.
You're not here to fight harder. You are here to become freer.
You are not here to conquer the old world, but to no longer be ruled by it.
You are not here to silence the oppressor, but to make oppression obsolete through the gentle, radical embodiment of wholeness.
So stay close to your knowing. Tend it like a sacred fire. Gather with others who can feel the same music you can beneath the noise.
And when life feels too heavy, remember too, you are not doing this alone. You never were.
The field is shifting. The veil is thinning. The tender evolution is already underway.
And you beautiful, weary, radiant soul, are an integral aspect of it.
On purpose, here and now.
Lit from within with the power of love.
Always and forever unquenchable.
The
light in me embraces the light in you.
Amen.
Amen.
seated him, return again.
Just remember, Shiloh, you asked for it. The truth is, we have already been preaching, and though the troubles wait at every turn, I know we can go on. Ministry is not built from ease. It's not. And the truth is, it is built from resilience, from the moments of question. The deep truths of the journey, the obstacles, and the persistence. When it is all welcomed, when it is all a part of that sacred mix of joy, of sorrow, of gravity. The truth is, Shiloh, this has been your journey. A true calling shaped in the nights of honest questions, in the mornings when you rise still unsure, and face the courage to try again anyway. It grows in the spaces where love refuses to stay quiet. This calling, the one we celebrate today, did not begin in a classroom. It did not wait for perfection. It began in the way that Shiloh already showed up for others. It began and grew every time someone felt seen or steadied because of their presence. I think of stories that Shiloh has shared with me of sitting quietly at home at night on the Trevor Project. The stories of rejection and fear and worry and am I going to be okay tomorrow? That's ministry and love in motion. You don't need an ordination. You don't need a title of reverend. In fact, you don't even need a high pulpit. It is cute. Shiloh, you've already been preaching in coffee shops, in hospital rooms, in chat rooms, on back porches, at pride parades and youth gatherings and vigils for the dead. You have already been showing up and showing out every time the flame was lit. And they said, you said you belong in this circle. This moment, this ordination is not the beginning of Shiloh's ministry, for that began long ago. But it is the confirmation of a call that has endured everything and everyone that has tried to stop it. It has been said that those who die have never, ever left. And on this day, when the veil is thin and the air aches with memory, we gather knowing that our lives outlive death, that love outlives death, and that ministry is a bridge between and beyond the living and gone but present. The ancestors are here. We've already called them, the ones who taught us, who loved us not only in theory but in action, the trans ancestors who dared to exist, the queer saints who sang hymns in the streets, the black prophets who stood before the fires of hatred and did not run. And we remember, too, all those lives taken in violence, in fear disguised as justice. Those lives taken in 1692 in the Salem witch trials. Their names echo across centuries, a living reminder of what happens when people put purity as a weapon, when suspicion masquerades as truth, and when power crushes the sacred worth of a single life. Their memories shape our resolve to build a world where love is not in danger, where difference is not a crime, where every person and every soul is held in belovedness. And still across time, there are stories of those who have journeyed alongside us on the holy roads that remain in our bones. Stories of resilience and resistance, stories of covens and communities that gather beneath the moon and name the different truth, the truth that dares to be free. There is a story that whispers in a sacred chant, believed to call forth the road of trial and truth, a road that is said to grant a witch their true and deepest desire, if they survive the journey that is. Seekest thou the road? For all that's foul and fair, gather sisters, fire, water, earth, and air. Darkest hour, wake thou power, earthly and divine, burn and brew with coven true, and glory shall be thine. But the truth is, we know the road, and it was never meant to be paved with glory, but a path of covenant. Down, 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 down the witch's road. Circle, swine, and fate, unlock the hidden gate. We are here today not to summon the powers that devour, but to claim the power that heals. For every surviving witch in the world remembers, there once was a time when all the names were nearly lost. There once was a time when our names were nearly lost. It's only just begun, and Spirit is our guide. The ancestors are here. Do you feel them? Take a breath. Invite them in. And so we return. We return not to the road of illusions, but to a faith of love and flesh, of love made visible in community. We, in a moment, will hear words that remind us of what ordination truly is, beyond the words we've already heard from so many beloveds. But let me be clear. Ordination is not $50,000 of debt. Ordination is not the MFC. Love you, Derek. Ordination isn't even the title of reverend, at least not in our faith. For ordination in Unitarian Universalism is a covenant, a chosen coven, perhaps. It is a community saying, we see your light. It is a community saying, we will journey beside you so that the flame does not flicker alone. It is a community saying, we didn't give you this calling. We simply affirm what is already true. And because of that, it is a ministry that an ordination makes in community that sets it apart. In the second episode of Agatha All Along, there was a sacred chant, the Ballad of the Witch's Road, sung like a spell and performed by a coven with a powerful orchestra around it. It summons what is believed to be a road of great power, a path where marching ever forward beneath the wooded shrine, we stray not from the path and hold death's hand in mind. Primal night giveth sight, familiar by thy side. Agatha was said to be the lone survivor of this road, a story of triumph, or so it seemed. But as the series reveals, and sorry, those spoilers, as the story reveals, the road wasn't the sacred intention. It was a trap, a lure created not to liberate, but to drain the powers of others. It was a cautionary tale that not every road is a holy one, that not every trail is a sacred one, that not every song of power sung is a song sung in love, and that not every person who says they have our best interest at heart actually does, and that not every politician is holy. And yet, there are roads of truth. There are songs of liberation. There are covens formed in covenants that do not consume but sustain. This call to ministry, our call to ministry, your call to ministry, is not the witch's road. It is not a trial meant to trick. It is not a path of manipulation wrapped in the glamour of an illusion. It is a road of love but not power, a journey of giving and not taking, a flame that draws others in so that we can burn brighter together. This is what we as Unitarian Universalists mean when we call one our own, when we set them apart through ordination, not because one becomes a minister, but because a community says yes. We see the road you have already walked. We honor the trials you have already endured. we trust the desires that still burn in your heart. A road not built on illusion, but a road built in love, a covenant not built on hatred, but of shared power, a calling not of personal glory, but of sacred interdependence, a road that at the end we must look into the mystery of, the calling that asks us, how did we get here? How? You may hear it in the quiet of your soul. It was always you. It was you all along. And in ministry, as in life, the road is not a straight line. Thank God, because I can't do anything straight. It's a path we learn and lean into again and again, a path we return to again and again, not just in song, but in survivor's plan. Return to the breath when the path becomes too much. Return to the joy when the work is not yet finished, because the work is never finished. There will always be another board meeting. There will always be another protest. There will always be another ignorant human being in a house that was supposed to be built for the people. Return to the home of your soul, that place within to retreat, because that is who you are. Returning is not failure, it is faithfulness. Return again, not because you are lost, but because love keeps calling you deeper. And it is with this practice of returning that we are made ready, not just to begin, but to continue to bless what is already aflame, to name that this joy that we have, the Word didn't give it to us, and the Word can't take it away. So Shiloh, let that damn flame burn. We have sung, we have welcomed ancestors, we have returned to our soul, and we are about to call a minister forward. So we bless what has already been true, the living flame of Shiloh Hoffman's ministry carried out in this covenant of community, a faith that is not new, though some would have us think it is. With the breath of our ancestors, with the spirit of their presence, with the laughter that we hear, and the truth that love will never leave us. May this ministry burn with holy justice. May it come with warmth and compassion and a bright enough light to reach every soul, so that every soul may find their way home in a world where so many are so afraid. In a world where so many who are supposed to protect, who are supposed to serve, are the abusers. May this be a ministry, not just Shiloh's ministry, but all of this, all of Unitarian Universalism, be a ministry that is enough to meet every moment, every path that lies ahead. Buckle up, beloveds. We can't. Shiloh can't. I can't. None of my colleagues can do it without you, for we are all here to serve you. Shiloh is here to serve you. And without you, does not a minister make. So may you be the community that lifts up this faith, this moment, this journey, so that we can seekest the road and unlock the hidden gate. Amen, Ashe, and blessed be.
Will you be my refuge, my haven in the storm? Will you keep the embers warm when my fire's all but gone? Will you remember and bring me sprigs of rosemary? Be my sanctuary till I can carry on. Carry on, carry on. This one knocked me to the ground. This one dropped me to my knees. I should have seen it coming, but it surprised me. Will you be my refuge, my haven in the storm? Will you keep the embers warm when my fire's all but gone? Will you remember and bring me sprigs of rosemary? Be my sanctuary till I can carry on. Carry on, carry on. In a state of true believers, on streets called us and them. It's gonna take some time till the world feels safe again. You can rest here in this chapel, or with a circle of friends, or a quiet grove of trees, or between two bookends. Will you be my refuge, my haven in the storm? Will you keep the embers warm when my fire's all but gone? Will you remember and bring me sprigs of rosemary? Be my sanctuary till I can carry on. Carry on, carry on, carry on.
In the Unitarian Universalist tradition, the authority and privilege of ordaining ministers rests solely with the people of the congregation. Therefore, it is a meaningful and joyous occasion when two congregations join together to exercise their right of ordination.
Shiloh, during your time at First Parish Church in Bridgewater, Unitarian Universalism entered your life and changed it forever. As the years went on, you felt called to the ministry, and we affirmed your call.
United First Parish Church was your internship congregation, and you have learned and grown into your ministry with us. Recognizing your sense of call and having received the recommendation of the Ministerial Fellowship Committee of the Unitarian Universalist Association, the members of our two congregations have voted to ordain you to the office of minister.
We would have you minister faithfully to human joy and suffering, preach the truth with love and courage, work for justice, pastor with compassion, and call those whom you serve to build lives of greater purpose and meaning. In these tasks, we ask that you uphold the principles of our free faith. Shiloh, are you ready to accept the ordination to the Unitarian Universalist ministry?
I totally am.
By this rite, we also acknowledge our own calling to be engaged and active partners in our covenantal faith. We, as Unitarian Universalists, must affirm our commitment to the shared ministry of our faith, our community, and our world. Are we prepared now to renew these responsibilities and confer ordination upon Shiloh Hoffman?
We are. Will the members of First Parish Bridgewater and United First Parish Church please rise in body or spirit and say, "We, the members of First Parish Bridgewater,
and we, the members of United First Parish Church,
do hereby ordain you, Shiloh Hoffman, in the Unitarian Universalist ministry. We charge you to lead us and all people, as you have the opportunity, into the fuller knowledge of truth and the greater service of love. We pledge ourselves, as far as we are able, to journey with you in unity of the Spirit and the bond of peace in all the ways of truth and love."
Will Shiloh's family, friends, and colleagues please rise in body or spirit and join in the affirmation of this act of ordination?
We have each traveled with you on your journey to this moment, and now we celebrate your ordination. We pledge our continuing support and friendship and offer you our blessing on your ministry. May the love and compassion you bring to this work be a source of hope in a world of need and peace.
With deep gratitude to each and every one of you, for those here in spirit, mindful of its privileges and responsibilities, I take up the ministry to which you ordain me. With love as my life, I pledge to minister in the ways of peace, hope, and justice.
Amen, and blessed be.
Put that stuff down, Shiloh. You don't need it now.
Hi, I'm Daphne Souvenir.
I'm Mahmouda Qureshi.
The impact Shiloh's ministry had on the Ministerial Internship Committee was humbling and uplifting. Shiloh integrated themselves seamlessly into our community by connecting with all the members, regardless of their ages. Working with them for 2 years, we embraced the different perspective and energy they brought to our congregation. Thank you. Their grace and humility when receiving feedback and seeing their growth was a joyful moment to all of us and the committee. Sorry.
Great move. Shiloh's leadership initiative in their second year of their internship was around radical welcome and included nurturing partnerships with the LGBTQIA organizations in Quincy. So Shiloh developed Quincy's very first annual Transgender Day of Remembrance Vigil. And so it is our honor to give Shiloh a Progress Pride Stole in recognition of their ministry of radical welcome at United First Parish Church.
On behalf of the Unitarian Universalist of the Cumberland Valley and by our community minister, the Reverend Chris Capp, this is a stole they have worn for many years, and they want you to have it. It has so much love and stories in it. How does it feel to be Reverend Shiloh Hoffman? Right? Neela, will you join me? Wherever you are. A part of every ordination means taking an offering that goes to support one or two organizations that are of great importance to the newly ordained minister. In this case, Reverend Shiloh Hoffman. And Reverend Shiloh Hoffman has selected two organizations, one of which Neela is going to speak to.
Hi, how are you all? Shiloh G or Reverend Shiloh G now? Shiloh G, her smile is so pure and absolutely electric. Her compassion is so contagious. I've had many opportunities, which I have so much gratitude for, to have served with her selflessly in, sharing meals and preparing meals and serving meals. We're located out in Holbrook. Even this gesture of her to support just shows just what a pure heart she has. We're building a new community center where we'll have a community garden and a food pantry to serve all of the South Shore. We believe the whole world is one family, and nobody embodies that better than Reverend Shiloh. And I am so honored that she has chosen us as one of her offerings. Shirade.
And can you say what the organization is? I don't think you said it.
Oh, sorry, Shirada Bhakti out in Holbrook.
I just want to give you a giant hug. Thank you so much.
I was too mesmerized by the Reverend.
And the other organization that Reverend Shiloh Hoffman, going to keep saying it, get used to it. But the other organization that Reverend Shiloh has picked to give money to is an organization that Reverend Shiloh and I serve on. That is Trust, Trans-Religious Unitarian Universalist Together. It is an organization of trans and non-binary UU religious professionals, where we meet the needs of our people, knowing that one time in our history, we could count them on one hand. And that today, there are over 150 actively ordained, credentialed, and serving Unitarian Universalist professors, ministers, music directors, office administrators, chaplains, and directors of lifespan faith development, community ministers, and so many others who are a part of the trans non-binary community. Trust has been through a lot in the recent months. Reverend Shiloh and I and the rest of the Trust Steering Committee were in Boston last week at the UUA, trying to figure out what is next, what is needed next, how to meet that moment when the bank account is almost at zero. And so Reverend Shiloh has selected two outstanding organizations. You don't need those 5 Starbucks coffees this week or ever again. So give generously. Give with the money that is in your pocket, in your spirit. I'm sure there's a way to give online. Maybe somebody knows how to do that.
UFPC.com/donate.
I think it's .org, but yes.
Thank you.
So our ushers will be coming around with baskets. Those away online that you have heard. Let's make some magic. Let's change some organizations for the better. Let's know that because we know one another, we have been changed for good.
What's left of me now? I watch you fast asleep. All I fear means nothing. And you and I, there's a new land. Angels in flight. My sanctuary, where fears and lies melt away. Music will tie what's left of me now. In you and I, there's a new land. Angels in flight.
I need more affection than you know.
My sanctuary, my sanctuary.
Where fears and lies melt away.
Music will tie what's left of me, what's left of me now. My fears, my lies melt away. We are gathered here by a common calling. Shiloh's call to ministry, but more than that, our shared calling to the spirit of life and love that connects us all. We are part of a long tradition of faith and practice, of memory and hope, a living tradition that echoes across the generations to this day. In extending our hands as a gathered community, lay and ordained alike, we will recognize that the work of love and service belongs to us all. In the ritual of the laying on of hands, we offer blessings to Reverend Shiloh Hoffman as they join the office of ordained ministry within the larger ministry of our tradition. In a few moments, I'll be inviting those gathered here to circle around Shiloh and physically lay their hands on Shiloh's shoulder, or the shoulder of someone whose hand is on Shiloh's shoulder, or the hand, you get the idea. Another way to participate for folks who choose to remain seated or who are joining us online is to place one hand over your heart and extend your other hand forward in an open-handed gesture of blessing and affirmation as we send our love and support together. So, Reverend Shiloh Hoffman, when you entered the sanctuary today, you removed your shoes as a sign of respect for this sacred space. And so now, here in this sacred sanctuary, in this holy hour, I invite you to come in to this great assembly of those seen and unseen, and to kneel and receive the laying on of hands. And I invite Lindy Hoffman, Shiloh's wife, to come forward and lay their hands on Shiloh's shoulder. Lindy, you have helped build this amazing minister. Your love is a blessing to Shiloh. And as we offer our blessings to Shiloh, we also offer our blessings to Lindy. And I invite Shiloh's family to come forward and stand here around Shiloh and Lindy. And as you gather around Shiloh, extending your love and support to Shiloh again, as you have done so many times, Shiloh will feel your love and support. And now I invite our clergy and religious leaders to come forward. And add your loving presence, your hands of affirmation. Shiloh, this is your community of collegial support. And now I invite everyone gathered here to rise as you are willing and able. Make your way to the side aisles and add your affirmation to Shiloh in this laying on of hands. And friends joining us online, place a hand over your heart and extend another hand in blessing. Until we are all connected, hand to shoulder, heart to heart, screen to screen, in this web of connection. So let us take a deep breath together, feeling this spirit of life and love that moves within, between, and beyond us all. Eternal presence, known by many names, known in many ways. Throughout Reverend Shiloh Hoffman's ministry, grant Shiloh curiosity and commitment that they may continue to grow in faith. Grant Shiloh humility and strength that they might. Grant Shiloh courage and conviction that they may speak their truth in love and work for peace and justice. Grant Shiloh compassion and kindness, that they may bring hope and comfort to those in pain. Grant Shiloh passion and purpose, that they may be an inspiration to others. Mystery of creation, spark of the universe, in the challenging times that are sure to come, help Shiloh remember that they are well prepared for the work of ministry. Help Shiloh remember that your spirit, the spirit of life and love, dwells in that place where the mind and the heart meet. Help Shiloh remember joy and gratitude, the joy and gratitude of this day, and the loving touch of this community of communities. Help Shiloh and all of us remember that the work to answer the call to love belongs to all of us and is never done. O God, whose other name the ministry of the Reverend Shiloh Hoffman, so that their ministry be a blessing to the world. And let the people say, Amen. Amen. And blessed be. Blessed be. Let us eat.
Well, hello, everyone. I am the Reverend Rob Kinslow. My pronouns are he, him. I serve as the minister at First Parish Church in Taunton. This is the charge to the minister. Reverend Shiloh Hoffman. Wow, I am so proud to call you my colleague and fellow minister. And I'm honored to be here now delivering the charge to, as of this hour, the newest minister in our Unitarian Universalist fellowship. Before I do, I would like to acknowledge the Reverend Beth Johnson, who would have been standing here to perform this sacred task, but for a sudden turn in health. And I know we all wish Reverend Beth good recovery and good health. And for my part, I will try to channel her love, her energy, and her wisdom into my words, using that great unwritten ministerial competency, the one they don't tell you about in seminary, the competency known as mental telepathy. So, Shiloh, I have a confession to make. More of a heads up, actually. I'm going to stray from the path of a traditional charge to the minister in two ways. You see, as you and I and our ministerial colleagues know, the charge to the minister is both an acknowledgement of your many gifts and a caution about the path you have chosen. It should include a call to bring the strengths you already possess to a world that dearly needs more Shiloh Hoffmans. And a reminder to acknowledge, embrace, and work on your growing edges. We all have them, and so do you. I know it came as a shock to me, too. The charge to the minister should include fair warning about the sometimes rough and rocky road and the sharp edges of our calling, that if you haven't experienced them already, you surely will. So I was thinking about all of this, and then I thought, come on, this is Shiloh. If ever there were a person who knew themselves in all their glorious promise and human imperfection, it's Shiloh. So the first way I'm going to stray from the traditional charge to the minister is to refrain from a reckoning of thou shalts and thou shalt nots, and simply say that my first charge to you, dear Shiloh, is for you to keep on being you and remain open to becoming even more you. It turns out that your greatest gift is you. You have shown all of us what it looks like to live and grow into the fullest version of yourself. To stake your claim, stand your ground, and be who you really are. Of course, this is the unspoken charge to every human being from the day we were born. And so in charging you to continue to keep on being you, I am actually charging you with the awesome responsibility to continue modeling authenticity, because on many days of your ministry, your task will be to help others find their own paths to meaning, to selfhood, and to the wholeness of life. For them and for you, discovering and then nurturing your true identity is a lifelong task. But for the minister, it is also a duty. Shiloh, the more you are you, the better you will be able to serve, and the more meaningful your work as a minister will become, for you will sense yourself continuing to unfold into the likeness of angels. I think we never quite get there, we ministers, but every once in a while, our feet do leave the ground, and we are reminded that the rewards of ministry can be beautiful and holy, and we feel like the luckiest person we know. My second departure from the textbook charge to the minister is to charge not just the minister, but both minister and minister's wife. Because in some ways, Lindy has taken the same journey to wholeness as you have, Shiloh. And as they have been from the beginning, Lindy is a secret power, maybe not so secret, that you have in your ministry. For the love you share, the bond you have created, is unbreakable in a world with too many broken things. But that love will be tested. So to Shiloh and Lindy together, my charge to you both is this. When the tremendous responsibilities of Shiloh's ministry seem to pull in all directions and tensions rise, it could happen. It could happen. You could certainly turn to the tried and true and binge watch Star Wars together. You can skip the prequels, but I know you won't. Or you can ask yourselves these two questions. What does love look like, and what does love say? When I have stumbled on the road or strayed from my path, I have found that these two simple but not so simple questions pull me back. I hope they can for you too. Shiloh, I have no doubt you are ready for the road ahead. I know you have already experienced the many joys of ministry and also its unpredictability. I also know you will be lifted on this journey, surrounded as you are by a loving family, supportive congregants, grateful hospice patients and their families, and I think it is fair to say, awestruck colleagues. You who use the word amazing early and often are one of the rare few for whom that word was invented. Who knew that joy and humility could go so well together? Who knew that on the other side of pain could come such gratitude? Shiloh, in all that is to come, remember to be yourself and to listen for what love is telling you. I trust you will hear what is true now and will be truer then, that you are enough, that you will be enough, that through it all, you will only grow. Congratulations, dear colleague. Bring your blessings to the world.
Wow, I know what it's like to feel tall. Oh, wow. I'm doing the charge to the chaplain. As most of us know, I hope all of us know, Shai's other main job is being a hospice chaplain. And I'm reading for the Reverend Ardella Gibson, who is Shiloh's CPE, Clinical Pastoral Education. She's the educator for Shiloh. She unfortunately could not be with us here today in person, but she's here in spirit. And she says, as a hospice chaplain, you have been entrusted with the sacred ministry of being a listening presence. Many would be uncomfortable, as listening implies that you are not doing enough. However, as you have heard me say in the past, the fine art of listening requires the contemporaneous work on your part, as well as those you serve. As a hospice chaplain, Shiloh, I charge you today to listen. Listen like your patients' lives depend on your ability to cause their authentic selves to show up. Listen with your deepest regard for their narrative, the living human document. Listen with the empathetic presence that causes that living human document to be shared in a safe space. Listen through or beyond your own filters until you embody cultural humility. Listen like you always do, with your quiet presence of compassion without judgment. Your patients may say, "Yea, though I walk through the valley." Listen for the opportunity to journey with them through that suffering, particularly when that suffering is as a result of injustice. Then I want you to listen to the self and tend to your capacity to hear. And finally, don't forget to listen for the cloud of witnesses gathered here today as we accompany you through these sacred moments as you are becoming a reflective practitioner. Thank you.
All right, folks, before we close out today, we're going to sing a joyful little hymn. So if you would all rise in body or in spirit, and you're going to be led by our UFPC choir. And it goes like this. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, the world didn't take it away. I'd sing it with me, but you already are. Let's do that again. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. This strength that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This strength that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This strength that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. This peace that I have, this peace that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This peace that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This peace that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. All right, now, folks, we're going to take this down a little bit. And the Reverend Shiloh Hoffman is going to give us a benediction now.
Beloveds, can you feel it? Can you feel that love that connects each and every one of us? Can you feel that love across space and time with beloveds who are here in spirit? What is that love asking you to do? This is your charge, beloveds, to take the love that is, that we've been witness to today. Take it with you, and may it bless you. May this moment, take a look around the room. May May the faces of the beloveds here and the beloveds online, may they be a reminder of that love. And be in touch with what that love that you take with you from here today, what it calls you to do. It is indeed true, as Reverend Rebecca said, that each and every one of us has a calling. I invite you to consider this an invitation to think on what that love is calling you for. Beloveds, I cannot tell you how much gratitude is in my heart. There aren't a lot of words in my head right now. So let me just tell you that I am so, so grateful to each and every one of you. You are the ministry. Amen. Blessed be. Go out from this space with joy. Join us for a time of fellowship and keep singing while we do our little processing moment.
This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it. The world didn't give it to me. The world can't take it away. Let's sing this peace that I have. This peace that I have. The world didn't give it to me. This peace that I have. The world didn't give it to me. This peace that I have. The world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it. The world can't take it away.